Hi everyone, welcome to Go Classes. In this session, we will continue our discussion of combinatorics complete summary. So this is combinatorics complete summary part 4. The previous part 1 to 3, if you want to watch, then the link you can find in the description, also in the pinned comment. If you want to watch all discrete mathematics summary lectures, gate PYQs and revision playlist, then you can search Go Classes discrete mathematics on YouTube and you will find this playlist, this full playlist you will find, which contains discrete mathematics, all gate PYQs, all summary lectures, all the revision lectures, etc. Okay. The next topic in combinatorics that we will study, that is distributing objects into boxes, and this is a very important topic. So let's understand what is the meaning of distributing objects into boxes. The name is very easy. The name itself is telling you what we need to do. We have some objects and we need to distribute them into boxes. So you can see this photo here. So we have some boxes, or I can say some buckets are there, and we have some objects. We want to distribute these objects into these boxes. Okay. Now let me tell you that to distribute objects into boxes, there are four different templates of it. Basically, there are four different type of questions that can be created. So these are the four different templates that we will study one by one, and these are the objects are distinguishable. Distinguishable means different. So the objects are different and the boxes are different. This template is called DODB, means the objects are different, different objects, different boxes. Remember distinguishable, this word means different. Okay. Or what can happen, the objects can be identical, means the objects are same. Indistinguishable objects, indistinguishable means same or identical. So you have identical objects and distinguishable different boxes. So this is another template, this is called IODB, identical objects, different boxes. Another template is distinguishable objects. Objects can be different but the boxes can be same, but the boxes can be indistinguishable, or I can say identical. So that is DOIB, different objects, identical boxes. Another template, that is indistinguishable objects, means objects are also identical and the boxes are also identical. So that is your IOIB, indistinguishable objects and indistinguishable boxes. So these four templates we need to study one by one. First, we will understand all these four templates with the help of one example. One easy example I will take, and then we will see that what is the difference between all these different templates. Okay. So we are going to understand all the four templates with help of one example. So this is the example that we have four objects and two boxes. Now let's see what is the meaning of DODB template. When can we apply DODB template? The DODB template says that if you have different objects and different boxes, then we can apply DODB template. So let's assume that these four objects are different and also these two boxes are also different. So remember, here we have four different objects, all the objects are different, four different objects. Okay. For example, you can have four different elements A, B, C, D, like that, and you have two different boxes, and there are two different boxes. Okay. So here remember, in this situation, when the objects are also different and the boxes are also different, in this situation we can apply the DODB template. So let's understand that what is the meaning of distributing four different objects into two different boxes. What is the meaning of that? So remember, here we have two different boxes. Let's assume that these are the boxes B1 and B2. These are the boxes. For example, this B1 box, this can be like the computer science branch. Okay, this box, maybe this box is the computer science branch, this is the computer science CS branch, and maybe this B2 box, maybe that is the mechanical branch. Okay. So you can see that you have two different branches, or I can say you have two different boxes, B1, B2. Now we have four different people, or I can say four different elements are there. So we want to distribute these four different elements into these two different boxes. So tell me one thing, if you have four different objects, for example, let's assume A, B, C, D, these are the four different objects. Now in this situation, you let me know these two distributions I am giving you. In the first distribution, let's assume that I am putting AB in this box B1 and I am putting CD in box B2. And in another distribution, I am putting CD in B1 and AB in B2. Tell me, these two distributions, are they same? Let me know. These two distributions, are they same or different? This distribution, they are different, because remember, boxes are different. So here you have B1, that is computer science branch, and B2, that is mechanical branch. So remember, here AB, they are going to computer science branch, and here AB are going to mechanical branch. So definitely these are different. Yes or no? Very simple. So very simple. Remember that these two distributions, they are different. For example, what about this distribution? If I put A here in the box B1, I'm putting A, and the remaining elements like B, C, D, I'm putting in this box. Now tell me, these three, all of them, are they different or not? All of them. Yes, they are different, right? Okay, because here you can see in this box B1, we are only putting this element A, and in box B2, we are putting BCD. But here in the box B2, we are putting AB. Okay, and what about this? If I put nothing here, and if I put all the elements here, A, B, C, D, these, now on your screen, you can see all these four are different distributions. These are different distributions. Is this point clear? Very simple point. So this is the meaning of DODB template. These are different distributions, all of them. Okay, so DODB template we will apply when the objects are also different and the boxes are also different. And in this situation, remember these two distributions, like here you are putting AB in CS and CD in box B2, and here you are putting CD in box B1 and AB in box B2. Remember these two distributions, they are different. Okay, because the boxes are different. Very simple. So this is the DODB template. The next template, that is IODB template. In the IODB template, this template we will apply when you have identical objects and different boxes. So let's assume that all the objects, they are identical. So we have four identical objects, indistinguishable objects, identical objects you have. So let's assume the objects are like these, A. So these are the four objects. Remember, you have four identical objects. So let's assume these are A. And you have two different boxes, because IODB template is applicable when you have different boxes and identical objects. So you have two different boxes. The boxes are different. For example, B1, B2, these are the boxes. Now in this situation, let's understand the meaning of distributing four identical objects into two different boxes. So let's see here. You have two boxes, B1, B2, and these are different. For example, again, you can assume that this B1, this is the computer science branch, and you can assume that this B2, this is the mechanical branch. Now here you can notice that all the objects are identical. So you tell me one thing. If I do, for example, if I put two elements here and two elements here, does it matter which two elements I am putting in this box B1? Let me know. I am saying that if I put two elements in B1, in this box B1, I am putting two elements. Does it matter which two elements I am putting? No, it does not matter, because remember, all the four elements are same. All of them are same A. So you can see that which two elements I am putting, that does not matter. The only thing that matters is how many elements you are putting here. For example, maybe I am putting two elements here, then the remaining two elements I will put here. Yes or no? Now remember, it does not matter which two elements you are putting in box B2, because all the four elements are same. So 2A will go to B1, 2A will go to B2. Or what can happen? Maybe I am putting one element in B1, then automatically three elements will go to B2. Now it does not matter which three elements are going to B2, because all the elements are same. Okay, so remember, which elements we are putting in B2, that does not matter. What matters? Only this thing matters, that how many elements you are putting in B2 and how many elements you are putting in B1, because all the elements are same. Is this point clear? All the elements are same, so the only thing matters in the IODB template, the only thing that matters, that is how many elements you are putting in each box. For example, in this box B1, let's assume I'm not putting anything. Then all the four elements, they will go to box B2. Or maybe in this box B1, I'm putting three elements. Then in the box B2, I'm putting one element. And in the box B1, I'm putting four elements. In the box B2, I'm putting zero element. Now, tell me one thing. Just a simple point I'm asking. These two distributions, look at them. If I put one element in B1 and three element in B2, or if I put three element in B1, one element in B2. Now let me know, these two distributions, are they different or not? Are they same or are they different? Let me know. Yes, they are different, because the boxes are different. It is like this, that here the computer science department, in this distribution, the computer science department has one student. But in this distribution, the mechanical department has one student and the computer science department has three students. Yes or no? Because remember, the boxes are different. So here these are different distributions. I hope you understood this point. So tell me, how many ways are there to distribute four identical objects into two different boxes? That will be, answer will be five. Yes or no? There are only five ways. On your screen, you can easily see. because the identical objects are there, all the objects are same, so it does not matter which elements you put in b1, which elements you put in b2, because all the elements are same. The only thing matters is how many elements you put in b2, how many elements you put in b1. Basically only these numbers will matter. Yes or no? But remember, in the previous template, in the DODB template, when you have different objects and different boxes, in this template, tell me, does it matter which elements we put in box b1 and which elements we put in box b2? Let me know. If you have two boxes b1, b2, and you have, these are the objects are a, b, c, d. Now in this template, in the different objects, different boxes template, now you let me know, can I say that only only this number will matter? Can I say? Does it matter which elements you put in b2, which elements you put in b1? Does it matter? Yes, it matters, because remember, the objects are different. So for example, if I put AB here, CD here, now if I put CD here, AB here, now they are different because the boxes are different and the objects are different. So these are different here, remember. For example, if I put AC here and BD here, and if I put AD here and BC here, okay, all of them, these are different, all of them are different. I hope you understood, because the objects are also different and the boxes are also different. Okay, so remember, in this DODB template, if I say that only the numbers will matter, that is wrong. Okay, because here the number is same, here also 2 2, here also 2 2, here also 2 2, like that. So in the DODB template, it matters how many elements you put in b1, how many elements you put in b2. Also it matters which elements you put in these boxes. Okay, because the objects are different and the boxes are different. But in the IODB template, which elements you put in the boxes, that does not matter, because all the objects are same. How many elements you put in the boxes, only that matters, only this number matters. Very simple. Let's see the next template, that is DOIB template, that is different objects and identical boxes. So this template we will apply when we have different objects. So let's assume that all the four objects are different. So our objects, we have different A, B, C, D. These are the four objects, and let's assume the boxes are same. The boxes are like this, for example, B, B. Let's assume these are the boxes. Okay, now, or you can assume that these boxes are RR. For example, hotel room. In a hotel, all the rooms are identical. Let's assume that there is a hotel. In that hotel, all the rooms are identical. All the rooms are same. Whatever room you take, that does not matter, because all the rooms are same. So if you want one room, you can take any one room. If you want two room, you can take any two room. Because in a hotel, let's assume that all the rooms are identical. So here we are studying this template, this DOIB template. We will apply this DOIB template when the objects are different and the boxes are same. Let's assume these are the boxes, these are the two rooms, identical rooms, but the objects, the people are different. Okay, now in this DOIB template, what matters and what does not matter? Now remember, the boxes are same, the boxes are same. Now you tell me a simple point, you tell me, look at these two distribution. Here I am putting A and here I am putting BCD. Here I am putting BCD, here I am putting A. These two distributions, are they same or different? Let me know. These, look at these two distributions, are they same or different? They are same, because remember, the rooms are same. Here also what is happening, both the rooms are same, R. Okay, yes or no? So remember, here what is happening, BCD are together. BCD are in one room, A is in another room. Here also the same thing, BCD are together in one room and A is in another room. So here remember, these are same. Do you agree with me? Because boxes are same. Okay, but remember here in this, if I put B here, or maybe let's assume that if I put ACD here and B here, these two are different or not? Let me know. Simple question I'm asking, just use your intuition and tell me, these two distributions, are they different or not? Yes, they are different, because the objects are different. Here it is like this. Here BCD, these people are together, and in this distribution, ACD are together. For example, if this is a haunted movie, let's assume in a haunted movie, these are two same room, identical room are there, and there are four friends. Now remember, in this haunted movie, what will happen? For example, in this distribution, this A is alone. So first A will be gone in this haunted movie, yes or no? And in this distribution, B is alone. So first B will be gone. So because objects are different, so remember, these two distributions, they are basically different. Okay, yes or no? Agree with me? In this distribution, A is alone. In this distribution, B is alone. Very simple point. So I hope you understood the case of DOIB template. That you have boxes are same but the objects are different. I hope you understood. Okay, so remember, it is like this. You have two same room. Now here, what are different, what are same? Let's see. For example, if I put A here, B, C, D here. Now remember, this case and this case, they are different. These two are different. For example, if I put AB together and CD together, okay, or maybe if I put all of them together and there is none of them here. Now remember, all these four cases, these are different. All of them are different. I hope you understood. But remember, in this DOIB, where you have different objects and identical boxes, boxes are same. In this case, also notice one thing, that if I put AB here, CD here, and if I put CD here, AB here, these two, are they same distribution or not? Are they same or not? Yes, here they are same, because remember, here also what is happening in this distribution, AB together, CD together. Here also AB together, CD together, because both the rooms are same. Both the rooms are same. Okay, so remember, this distribution and this distribution, they are basically same distribution. Okay, I hope you understood the DOIB template. The next template, the last template is IOIB template. Means here the objects are also same and the boxes are also same. So this template we will apply when the objects and boxes both are identical. So let's assume you have four identical objects. The objects are A, because objects are identical, and the boxes are also identical. So let's assume the boxes are B, or I can say RR. Means you have two identical rooms and you have four identical boxes. So remember, IOIB template simply means identical objects, identical boxes. So in this template, what matters and what does not matter? Remember, both the boxes are same. Now you let me know, because all the objects are same, which elements you put in this box. Does it matter? For example, I want to put two elements in this box, two element in this box. Tell me which two element I put in this box. Does it matter? It does not matter, because all the objects are same. Okay, so it does not matter which two elements you put here, which two elements you put here, because all the objects are same. So here remember, this, look at this case. If I put nothing here and if I put four elements, all the four elements here, this case and this case, if I put all the four elements here, nothing here, these two, these are same or not? Look at these two distributions, are they same or not? Yes, they are same, because remember, both the boxes are same. So basically what is happening here, all the four elements here you are putting, all the four elements here you are putting. So these two cases, these are basically same, because both the boxes are same. You can see RR. Okay, but remember, if I put three elements in one box, one element in another box, now these cases are different, because here what is happening, that here all the four elements are in one box, but here three element in one box and one element in another box. What about this? If I put one element here, three element here, these two cases, are they same or not? Just look at these two cases, are they same or different? Yes, they are same, because all the objects are same. So it does not matter which three elements you are putting in this box, all the four objects are same, both the boxes are same. So these two cases, these are basically same, because the boxes are also same and the objects are also same. I hope you understood. Is this point clear? So tell me, in this situation, what will be the answer? If you have four identical objects and two identical boxes, then what are the number of distributions possible? That is very simple. You put nothing here, then all the four elements you are putting here. You put one element in one box, three element in another box. Put two element in one box, the remaining two elements in another box. That's it. Only three ways. Nothing else is possible, because remember, if you do like this, if you say that, okay, three elements here, one element here, now this and this, they will be same. Do you agree with me? This and this, they will be same. So that is the reason I am saying that the answer will be only three ways. So I hope you understood all the four different templates of distributing objects into boxes. So we have seen, with the help of one example, we have seen all the four different templates of distributing objects into boxes. These are the templates: DODB, IODB, DOIB, IOIB. Okay, depending on which elements, basically objects are distinct or the boxes are distinct, or the objects are same, the boxes are same. So depending on that, total four templates are possible. And remember one more thing, important thing, that is, when you distribute objects into boxes, then order of elements does not matter. For example, if you have these elements A, B, C, D, these are the different four elements, and these are the boxes B1, B2. Now you have two different boxes and different objects. So this is DODB template. Now in this case, you tell me if I put AB here, CD here, if I put BA here, CD here, these are same or not? Let me know. So these are the objects. The objects are ABCD. These are different objects and these are different boxes. Now you let me know. These two cases, these are same or not? Yes, they are same, because remember, within a box, the order of elements does not matter. So this is what we are saying, that when you distribute objects into boxes, then the order of elements does not matter. So remember, whether you put AB or BA, that does not matter. Both are same. Okay, is this point clear? These here you can notice these are basically same. The order of elements does not matter. I hope you understood this point. Now let's move on. Now we are going to study all these four templates one by one in a very detailed way. So we will start with the DODB template. Let's study DODB template, that is distinguishable objects and distinguishable boxes. We want to distribute different objects into different boxes. Let me tell you, DODB template is the most easy template. Very easily you can solve any DODB template question with the help of product rule with combination. So basically in the DODB template, to solve any question of DODB template, simply apply product rule with combination. We already know product rule, we already know combination. So just apply product rule with combination. Then you can easily solve all the questions of DODB template. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute hands of 5 cards to each of 4 players from a standard deck of 52 cards? So there are total 4 players. So tell me, players, the players, or I can say the people, they are definitely distinct, yes or no? Is it possible two people can be same? Two people can be same. Let me know. They can never be same. Players are always distinguishable, or I can say distinct. So you can see we have 4 distinct people, or I can say players. Basically, they are always distinguishable, or I can say they are always different. And remember, we have 52 cards. The cards are also distinct. In a standard deck of 52 cards, all the cards, they are unique cards, distinct cards. So the question is saying that we want to distribute 5 cards to each of 4 players. There are total 4 players. Let's assume these are the 4 players A, B, C, D. These are the 4 players. And what we want to do, we want to distribute hands of 5 cards. We want to give 5 cards to A, 5 cards to B, 5 cards to C, and 5 cards to D. So tell me, this template, this is which template? Distributing objects into boxes. Which template is this? This is a different objects and different boxes. Here, these are the boxes A, B, C, D. These are the different boxes. Okay, basically, and these 52 cards, these are the objects. So you have these objects. We want to distribute 52 cards among these 4 different boxes, means these 4 people, these 4 players. Okay, and remember, 5 cards to each player we want to give. This is what the question is saying. We want to distribute 5 cards to each of the 4 players. Now this is a DODB template. So how to solve the DODB template? Very easily, you can just apply the product rule with combination. So remember, this is just a DODB template. So let me write it here. DODB template. And how to solve the DODB template? This is very easy. You just apply the product rule with combination. Remember, there are 52 different cards. We want to give 5 cards to A. So what we will do, from the 52 cards, I will select 5 cards and I will give these cards to A. Yes or no? So these are the cards for A. Very simple. Because we have 52 distinct unique cards. And from these unique cards, I want to select 5 cards and I want to give to A. Okay, so from the 52 cards, I will select 5 cards. So 52, choose 5 and I will give to A. Then from the remaining 47 cards, I will choose 5 cards and I will give to B. And what I will do, from the remaining 42 cards, I will choose 5 cards and I will give to C. Then what we will do, from the remaining 37 cards, we will choose 5 cards and we will give to D. That's it. This is the answer. So DODB template is very easy. To solve any question of DODB template, you can just apply the product rule with combination. Very simple. There are 52 different cards and we want to give 5 cards to each of the 4 players. So what we can do, from the 52 cards, we can choose 5 cards and we can give to A. From the remaining 47 cards, we can choose 5 cards, give to B. From the remaining 42 cards, choose 5 cards and give to C. And from the remaining 37 cards, choose 5 cards and give to D. So if you calculate this value, what it will become if you simplify this? So basically it is like this. This is the answer we got: 52 C5 multiplied by 47 C5 multiplied by 42 C5 multiplied by 37 C5. Okay, just see this, just open it. Then many values will cancel. It will be like this: 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 52 minus 5, that is 47 factorial, multiplied by 47 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 42 factorial, multiplied by 42 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 42 minus 5, that is 37 factorial, multiplied by 37 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 32 factorial. Now you can easily see that many values will cancel. This 47 factorial will cancel with this value will cancel with this value will cancel with this one. Okay, now finally the value that will be remaining, that is 52 factorial divided by, so the final answer will be 52 factorial divided by, in the division there will be 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 32 factorial. This is the final answer. Okay, very simple. So this will be your answer. So you can easily see that here we are just applying the product rule with combination to solve any question of DODB template, because ultimately this is different objects and different boxes template. So very easily you can solve this question. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute 15 distinguishable objects into 5 distinguishable boxes so that the boxes have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects in them respectively? So let's solve it. The question is saying that you have 15 distinguishable objects and you have 5 distinguishable boxes. So distinguishable objects and distinguishable boxes. Basically, the question is talking about DODB template. Correct? Yes or no? So very simple, that this is a DODB template, because the question itself is telling you that the objects are distinguishable and the boxes are distinguishable. Now the question is saying that you have total 5 boxes. Let's assume these are the boxes B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. These are the 5 boxes. And the question is saying that we want to distribute these 15 distinguishable objects into these 5 distinguishable boxes such that these boxes have, you can see, so that the boxes have 1 element, 2 element, 3 element, 4 element, 5 element in them respectively. See, what is the word, what is the meaning of this word respectively? Let me know. Focus on this respectively. What this actually means? This respectively simply means that, it simply means that the first box will have 1 element, the second box will have 2 element, the third box will have 3 element, the fourth box will have 4 element, and the fifth box will have 5 element. This is the meaning of respectively. We are saying that there are 5 different boxes, we want to distribute 15 different objects such that the boxes have, these are the 5 different boxes, and these boxes should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these many elements respectively. This respectively word is important, because if this respectively word is not given, then maybe we can put 2 here, 1 here, 4 here, 3 here, 5 here. Yes or no? Maybe we can do this. But the question is saying respectively. Respectively simply means that the first box will have 1 element, the second box will have 2 element, the third box will have 3 element, fourth box will have 4 element, and the fifth box will have 5 element. This is the meaning. Now you can easily solve it. This is a DODB template. So what will be the answer? You can just apply the product rule with combination. So there are total 15 elements. From them I will choose 1 element and I will put in the box B1. Yes or no? So from 15 element I will choose 1 element, because 15 elements are different elements. So from these 15 different elements I will choose 1 element and I will put in the box B1. Okay, so this is for B1. From the remaining 14 elements I will choose 2 elements and I will put in the box B2. From the remaining 12 elements, I will choose 3 elements and I will put in the box B3. From the remaining 9 elements, I will choose 4 elements and I will put in the box B4. And from the remaining 5 elements, I will choose 5 elements and I will put in the box B5. If you simplify this, what is the value we are going to get? Tell me. If we simplify this, so after simplification, let me tell you, you can just see many values will cancel out, and ultimately you will get this answer that will be 15 factorial divided by 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial. This is the final answer that you will be getting. I hope you understood. So we have seen what is the DODB template. DODB template is actually very simple. We will apply this template when there are different objects and different boxes. Also remember, to solve any question of DODB template, we just need to apply the product rule with combination, nothing else. So let me tell you, let me give you the formula for the DODB template. Basically, you have some different objects and different boxes. So let's assume you have n different objects. We have total n different objects, like for example a1, a2, and so on an. These are the n different objects. And we have, let's assume total we have r different boxes. R different boxes. These are the different boxes. We have b1, b2, and so on br. So these are the boxes b1, b2, b3, and so on br. These are the boxes. Now let's assume that the question says that we need to put exactly n1 element in box b1. Okay, in this box, in each box, how many elements we need to put? So let me tell you, in this box b1, exactly, not more than these, not less than these. We want to put exactly n1 elements here. Okay, exactly n1 objects we want to put here. In this box b1, exactly n1 objects we want to put here. In this box b2, exactly n2 objects. In this box b3, exactly n3 objects. And in this box br, exactly nr objects. Okay, is this point clear? Now in this situation, how many ways are there to make this distribution? How many ways are there to distribute n objects into our different boxes such that n1 objects in box b1, n2 objects in box b2, exactly n3 objects into box b3, and exactly nr objects into box br? So what will be the answer here? Very simple. You can just apply the product rule with combination. That will be the answer. So let me tell you that here the number of ways, that will be number of ways to distribute. So that is going to be, just apply the product rule. So the product rule, remember, from the n different objects, I will select n1 objects and I will put in the box b1. Yes or no? So very simple. From n objects, I will select n1 objects. And these n1 objects I will put in the box, these I will put in the box b1. Multiplied by, from the remaining, how many remaining elements are there? From the remaining means n minus n1. From the remaining elements, I will choose n2 elements and I will put in the box b2. So this is for box b2. Multiplied by, and so on and so on. Okay, here one thing I want to tell you, that is this total must be equal to n, means basically we must distribute all the objects. Okay, we must distribute all the objects. So this condition should be there, that the summation of n1 plus n2 and so on nr, this is equal to n. Okay, I hope you understood my point, that we want to distribute all the objects, all the n objects we want to distribute. So n1 plus n2 plus n3 and so on, the total summation will be equal to n. Okay, so in this situation, at the end you will get, at the end basically only nr element will be remaining, nr c nr. Okay, at the end this is what you are going to get, nr c nr. Okay, very simple. So if you simplify this value, then let me tell you here, this is an important point, that n1 plus the summation, we want to distribute all the elements, remember. So n1 plus n2 plus and so on nr, this should be equal to n. So when we distribute all the n elements, then in this situation, what are the number of ways to distribute? Number of ways to distribute, there is a direct formula. When the total is equal to n, when you are distributing all the n objects, in this situation there is a direct formula. And this direct formula you can get from this. Okay, when you simplify this value, this is the product rule with combination. Yes or no? This is the logic that we apply. If you simplify this, then you are going to get a direct formula, and that will be n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, n3 factorial, and so on, nr factorial. Okay, so this is the direct formula you will get: n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on, nr factorial. This is the direct formula that you will get. I hope you understood. Okay, so this is a very simple point. But remember, to apply this direct formula, you must make sure that all the n objects are distributed. Means this n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus nr, this should be equal to n. This is an important point. Okay, if you want to apply this direct formula in this situation. Let's solve this question. This question we have already solved, but let's solve this question with the direct formula. How many ways are there to distribute 5 cards to each of the 4 players from 52 cards? So here you have total 4 players. These are the 4 players like P1, P2, P3, P4. These are the players, and we want to give each of them 5 cards. Correct? 5, 5, 5. Exactly 5 cards to player P1, exactly 5 cards to P2, and so on. So this is what we want to do. So this is a DODB template that you already know. But you tell me, are we distributing all the objects? All the 52 objects, are we distributing them? The total, is that equal to 52? No, the total is equal to 20. Okay, so remember, if you directly apply the formula, and if you directly say that, okay, the answer will be 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial. If you answer this from the formula, direct formula, if you apply, then this will be wrong. Okay, so either what you can do, either you can apply the logic. Okay, to solve this question, either you can apply the logic, the logical answer. If you apply the logic, that is product rule with combination, then you can easily get the answer. Okay, you can see from the 52 cards, you will choose 5 cards and you will give to P1. From the remaining 47 cards, you will choose 5 cards and you will give to P2. From the remaining 42 cards, you will choose 5 cards and you will give to P3. And from the remaining 37 cards, you will select 5 cards and you will give to player P4. Okay, so this is the answer you will get if you apply the logic. If you want to apply the direct formula, then what you can do, because the direct formula you can apply, the DODB direct formula, if you want to apply, then remember, the total distribution must be equal to the total number of objects. Basically, all the objects we must distribute. So there is a trick here. See, we are not distributing all the objects here. Okay, from 52 cards, we are only distributing 20 cards. So there is a trick here. What is that trick? Tell me, where are the remaining 32 cards? From 52 cards, if I give 5 cards to P1, 5 to P2, 5 to P3, and 5 to P4, then where are the remaining cards? How many remaining cards are there? So the remaining cards, okay, let me call them remaining cards. The remaining cards are 32 cards. Okay, basically, these remaining cards you can put in the trash, or basically, these are the remaining cards. I hope you understood. Okay, so the remaining cards you can put in the trash. You can think like this. Now you can see we have distributed all the 52 cards. Yes or no? Because after giving 5 cards to each of the 4 players, where are the remaining cards? The remaining cards are in a trash. Okay, yes or no? So these are the remaining 32 cards. Now you can apply the direct formula, and now the answer will be what? That will be 52 factorial divided by, because remember, now this total value is equal to 52. Yes or no? Now we have distributed all the 52 cards. You can see. Now this total is equal to 52. So now you can apply the direct formula, that is 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, that is 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, and so on, 32 factorial. This will be your answer. So the answer will be 52 factorial divided by 5 factorial power 4 into 32 factorial. Okay, very simple. I hope you understood. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute 12 distinguishable objects into 6 distinguishable boxes? This is a DODB problem. So that 2 objects are placed in each box. The question is saying that there are 6 distinguishable boxes. These are the 6 distinguishable boxes: B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. Okay, yes or no? Distinguishable boxes you have. So this is a DODB template. DODB template problem is this. So you have different boxes, 6 different boxes are there. And how many objects are there? 12 different objects are there, and we want to put 2 objects in each of them. 2 objects here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Okay, 2 objects here, 2 objects here, and so on. Tell me, is this total equal to 12? This total, is it equal to 12? Yes or no? Yes, this total is equal to 12. So you can see the total, that is equal to 12 objects. And we have only total 12 objects is there. So we have distributed all the objects. Now here, how many ways are there? So the number of ways to distribute, that will be equal to what? That will be 12 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So that will be your answer. That is 12 factorial divided by 2 factorial power 6. I hope you understood. So this is a very simple template, DODB template. Okay. There is another way to solve this question. What is that? Let me know. That is logic. Yes or no? So if you want to solve this question with the logic, then also you can do. What will be the answer? From 12 objects, you will select 2 and you will give to the box B1 for box B1. From the remaining 10, you will choose 2 objects and you will give to the box B2, because all the objects are different and the boxes are different. From the remaining 8, you will choose 2 elements and you will give to the box B3. From the remaining 6, I will choose 2 and I will give to the box B4. Then there will be 4C2, then there will be 2C2. Is this clear? Very simple. So this is going to box B5 and this is going to box B6. We have 6 boxes and 12 objects. So that's it. This is the logic. This will be the number of ways. If you simplify this, then again the same answer you are going to get. What will be that? After simplification, 12 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. This will be the answer that you will get if you simplify this. So this is the template that we have seen, distinguishable objects and distinguishable boxes. And this is the direct formula. But here there is one important point. If you want to apply this direct formula, then you should make sure that you distribute all the objects. Means this n1 plus n2 plus nk, this total should be equal to n if you want to apply the direct formula. Okay, then you should make sure that all the objects, all the n objects are distributed. Okay, so this is the DODB template like this. And remember, in this DODB template, basically you have some boxes are there. For example, different boxes are there. You have k different boxes. It's like this: B1, B2, B3, and so on, BK. These are the k different boxes. And you have total n different objects. And remember what we want to do? In every box, we want to put like this. This is the distribution we want, that exactly n1 elements I want to put in box B1. Exactly n1. Okay, and remember exactly n2 elements I want to put in box B2. Exactly n3 elements I want to put here. And so on. Then exactly nk elements I want to put here. Okay, is this clear? And there is a condition that we are distributing all the objects. Now in this situation, the number of ways, what is going to be? So you can see the number of ways, that is going to be n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on, nk factorial. Very easy. Or you can apply the product rule with combination. If you forget the direct formula, then you can apply the product rule with combination. Take this question as a homework. Write your answer in the comments. Pause this video right now. Solve this question and then write your answer in the comment. Then you play this video. This is the solution. Now let's see a notation, that is multinomial coefficient. This is just a notation, not very important, but let's see this multinomial coefficient, or I can say, let's see this notation, that is, if n1 plus n2 plus nr, if that is equal to n, then there is a notation that is n1 comma n2 comma nr. And this notation, what this means, this means n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on, nr factorial. See, this is a very simple point. Let me explain here. It's like this. For example, if I have, let's assume 10 here, and this is the notation. Okay, this is the notation. This is the 10 here. Now here I can write like this. For example, 3, 3, 4. The total is equal to 10. The total must be equal to 10. Now what this actually means? This simply means 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. This is the meaning, nothing else. For example, if you have, let's assume 10, and if you have 2, 2, 2, 4, then what will it mean? It will mean 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 4 factorial. Very simple. For example, if you have 10, and here if you have 5 comma 5, then what it will mean? It will mean 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial, 5 factorial. Okay, is this point clear? Very simple. But remember, if you write like this, that 10, okay, 2 comma 7, now this is wrong. Now this is nonsense. Okay, why this is nonsense? Let me know. This is nonsense. What is the reason? The reason is that this total is not equal to 10. 2 plus 7, this is not equal to 10. The total must be equal to 10. So I hope you understood this notation. This is just a simple notation that if n1 plus, remember, if n1 plus n2 plus and so on nr, if that is equal to n, if this happens, then remember there is a notation here that is n, and if you write like this n1 comma n2 comma nr, then this simply means that n1 factorial divided by n1 factorial, n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, nr factorial. Okay, this is just a notation, nothing else. It is just a notation. I hope you understood this notation. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to put m distinct marbles? We have m distinct marbles. We want to put them into b distinct buckets. If we are required to put m1 marbles in the first bucket, m2 marbles in the second bucket, mb marbles in the last bucket, assuming that every marble goes into the bucket, basically m1 plus m2 plus mb, that is equal to m. So what are the number of ways? This is a DODB template. Very simple. Why this is a DODB template? Because the question is saying that objects are different. We want to distribute marbles and they are different, and the boxes are also different. Okay, and here the boxes, these are the buckets. How many buckets are there? Total b buckets are there. So the buckets are like this: your bucket number 1, your bucket number 2, bucket number 3, and so on, bucket number b, because total b buckets are there. So it's like bucket number b. And remember, the question is saying that we want to distribute m marbles such that in every bucket, how many marbles are there? We want to put exactly m1 marbles here. Exactly m1 marbles we want to put here. Exactly m2 marbles we want to put here. M3 marbles here. And finally, mb marbles we want to put here. Okay, this is what we want to do. And the question is saying that this m1 plus m2 plus mb, basically that is equal to total m. Means every marble goes to the bucket. We have distributed all the objects. So this is a DODB template. You can directly apply the formula. So what will be the answer? The number of ways, that is going to be total. How many objects are there? Total m objects are there. So m factorial divided by m1 factorial, m2 factorial, m3 factorial, mb factorial. So the answer will be m1 factorial, m2 factorial, m3 factorial, and so on, mb factorial. So this is going to be the answer. Okay, very simple. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to deal 52 cards? In the cards game, in the standard deck of 52 cards, all the cards are unique, all the cards are distinct. So we want to distribute 52 distinct cards to 4 people so that everyone gets 13 cards and the oldest player gets the queen of spades. So we have different cards and we want to distribute them to different people. The people can never be identical. The people are always different. Yes or no? People are always different. The people cannot be identical. So here, and the cards, they are also different. You already know 52 unique cards are there in the standard deck of 52 cards. All the cards, they are unique, or I can say distinct. So the cards are also distinct. You pause the video and try to solve this question, then you play this video. I'm going to tell the answer now. So let's see. Basically, we have total 4 players. Total 4 people are there. Let's assume these are the people A, B, C, D. These are the people. One of them will be the oldest. Yes or no? These are the 4 players. Definitely one of them will be the oldest. Let's assume this D. Let's assume this is the oldest, because whenever you have 4 people, okay, in front of you there are 4 people. One of them will be oldest, one of them will be youngest, like that. Yes or no? So let's assume this is the oldest player. Now the question is saying that everyone should get 13 cards. Okay, this A should get exactly 13 cards, B should get 13 cards, C should get 13 cards, and D should also get 13 cards. Everyone should get 13 cards. But there is a condition here that the oldest player should get Queen of Spades. So what you can do, this oldest player should get Queen of Spades. So directly you can give Queen of Spades to him. This Queen of Spades you can directly give to this oldest player. Okay, yes or no? So how many remaining cards are there? How many remaining cards we need to give to D? That will be 12. Yes or no? Because you can see there are 12 cards remaining that we need to give to D, because already one card we have given to D. The Queen of Spades we have already given to the oldest player, that is D. Okay, so this Queen of Spades has already gone to the oldest player. Now from all the remaining cards, that is 51 cards, from the 51 cards we need to give 12 more cards to D. Okay, so remember the Queen of Spades has already gone to the oldest player, that is D. So now how many total objects remaining? So total, you can see total 51 remaining objects. Remaining objects. Yes or no? These are the objects, are the cards here. Already the Queen of Spades has gone to the oldest player, that is player number D. So from the 51 remaining cards, we want to distribute 13, 13, 13, 12. You can see the total 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 12, that is equal to 51. Yes or no? You can easily see 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 12, that is equal to 51. And we want to distribute 51 cards, because total these many cards are remaining 51 cards. So here you can just directly apply the formula. So what will be the number of ways? That is going to be 51 factorial divided by 13 factorial, 13 factorial, 13 factorial, 12 factorial. This will be the answer. Very simple, right? Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute 5 balls into 3 boxes? If each box must have at least one ball, both the balls and boxes are labeled. What is the meaning of labeled? When you say all the balls are labeled and all the boxes are labeled, labeled simply means different, distinct. Okay, whenever you see this word labeled, that simply means that distinct. Okay, so this is a DODB template. You have labeled balls and labeled boxes, means different balls and different boxes. The boxes are labeled like box B1, box B2, box B3, like that. And the balls are labeled ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, and so on. Now the question is saying how many ways are there to distribute 5 balls? 5 different balls are there. Labeled balls means different balls, into 3 boxes, such that every box must have at least one ball in it. If you remember one thing, in the previous lectures I told you, whenever you see this word at least one ball we want to put in every box. See, these are the boxes: box B1, box B2, box B3, because total 3 different boxes are there. Now the question is saying that you put at least one here, you put at least one ball here, you put at least one ball here, and at least one ball here. If you remember in the previous lectures, I told you that whenever you see this word at least and at most in any counting related question, if you see this word at least, if you see this word at most, then always make cases. Basically, you convert this at least comma at most to exactly. Yes or no? Read this line. Convert at least question, at most question. Convert these problems, these questions into exactly problems using the by case method. So here also we are going to use the by case method and we will create cases. So how many cases will be there? Because we want to convert this at least into exactly. Okay, using with the help of by case method. So here remember, these are the cases possible. These are the boxes B1, B2, B3. These are the boxes. Every box should get at least one ball. So what are the cases that are possible? See, one ball will go to everyone. Okay, one ball will go to each of these boxes. But total we have five balls. We want to distribute all the five balls. This is what we want to do. Okay, so if you want to distribute all the five balls, one will go to each of these boxes. Now two balls are remaining. So what are the cases possible? Maybe these remaining two balls, because two balls are remaining, maybe these remaining two balls goes to the same box. Means two balls go to here, the remaining two balls go to here, or the remaining two balls go to here. For example, basically I am saying that these are the cases possible that here you put the remaining two balls, or here you put the remaining two balls, or here you put the remaining two balls. Okay, so understood? So it's like this. Here you put the remaining two balls, and here you put the remaining two balls. Understood? So three cases. Three cases are these possible. These are the three cases. Yes or no? Basically, 3 1 1, 3 1 1, and ultimately I can write it like this: that 3 here, 1 1 here, 1 3 1, and 1 1 3. So these are the cases possible. What another cases are possible? The two remaining balls, you put them in different boxes. You have two remaining balls. Okay, what do? You put them in two different boxes. For example, 2 2 1, 2 1 2, or 1 2 2. That's it. 1 2 2. So only these cases are possible. Now you can notice. So these are the six cases possible. This is case type 1, and this is the case type 2. Do you agree with me? That only these cases are possible. No other case is possible. You can see. We want to distribute all the five balls into three boxes. Every box should have at least one ball. So these are the cases that will be possible. 3 1 1, 1 3 1, 1 1 3, 2 2 1, 2 1 2, 1 2 2. Now you tell me, what will be the answer? What will be the number of ways for each case? Here, what will be the number of ways? The number of ways will be, the total is equal to 5. We want to distribute 5 objects. So the total is equal to 5. This is DODB template. This is the DODB template. So because this is the DODB template, what we can do? We can just directly apply the formula. That will be 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 1 factorial, 1 factorial. And the same value you will get here also. Here also this will be the number of ways. Here also this will be the number of ways. Yes or no? And what about this? Here what will be the number of ways? The number of ways will be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial. And remember, in this case also same number of ways. In this case also the same number of ways. So finally, what will be the answer? 3 multiplied by, okay, because from here you will get 3 multiplied by. Why 3 multiplied by? Because for each case you are getting the same value. For each case you are getting the same number of ways. So there are three here. 3 cases are there. So 3 multiplied by 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial. This value plus, okay, remember this value plus this value, that is 3 multiplied by 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So this is going to be the answer. I hope you understood. A student is asking a very nice doubt. The student is asking, by default the balls, if nothing is given, the balls are different or same. If nothing is given, then by default should we consider balls to be same or different? So the answer is, by default balls are same. For example, by default apples, they are same. If I say there are 10 apples, then by default apples are same. If nothing is given, the apples are same or different. If nothing is given, then by default apples will be same, mangoes will be same. If I tell you there are 20 mangoes in my bag, so by default 20 mangoes will be same, identical mangoes, identical apples, identical balls, like that. Okay, but remember, if I tell you there are 10 people, so by default people will be same or different? By default people will be different. So remember, by default some things they are considered to be same, and by default there are some things which are considered to be different. But in the question, most of the time in the GATE exam question, it will be given whether the objects are different or identical. This will be given. But remember, if nothing is given, for example, if I tell you there are 10 rose flowers, okay, 10 roses are there, by default you will consider them same or identical or different? 10 roses are there, so by default you will consider them same, yes or no? Very simple. I hope you are getting the point. That's there are some things which by default you can intuitively think that by the default these will be identical and by default these will be different. Like if I say that there are 10 people, there are 10 dogs, there are 10 cow. Okay, so these things you can by default consider them to be different. Okay, so this is a very good doubt. Now let's see DODB template, another type of questions. This another type of question in the DODB template. This will also we will solve using the product rule. Basically, the DODB template, whatever type of question comes from the DODB template, all the type of questions you can easily solve using the product rule. So let's see the another type of questions that are possible in the DODB template. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute 5 players into three distinct teams? There is no restriction on the number of players in any team. The question is saying that we want to distribute 5 players. The players by default they are distinct. Players means people. By default people are distinct. Yes or no? These are by default distinct, that you already know. People are always distinct. And the question is saying that there are 3 different teams. So we want to distribute 5 players into three distinct teams. These are the teams. Let's assume there is team 1, for example, Mumbai Indians. There is team 2, for example, RCB. And there is team 3, for example, Rajasthan Royals. Okay, so these are the 3 different teams. We want to distribute 5 players into 3 different teams. And there is no restriction on the number of players in each team. Okay, for example, in this team, don't put anything, all the 5 players can go here. Or what you can do, you can put 1 player here, 1 player here, 3 player here. Or you can put 2 player here, nothing here, 3 player here. Okay, are you getting the point? 5 player here, nothing here, nothing here. Or 2, 2, 1 here, like that. So very simple, and so on, many more. So this is the idea that we have 3 distinct teams and we want to distribute 5 players into these teams. Okay, very simple. So this is a DODB template. Did you understand? Basically, this is a DODB template because we have different objects and different boxes. So this is a DODB template. Different objects that means 5 players. These are different, and the objects boxes and the boxes are also different. So this is a DODB template. Now how to solve this question? Remember here there is no restriction. There is no restriction on how many players, how many objects will go to each box. Yes or no? For example, all the objects you can put in one box and the remaining 2 boxes will be empty. Or whatever distribution you want, you can do that. Okay, there is no restriction, please understand. There is no restriction on how many objects will go to each box. Now, in this situation, you can simply apply the product rule. Okay, because remember, for every player, how many choices are there? Can anyone tell me? Like these are the objects. Players are the objects. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Tell me, for every player, how many choices are there? Every player has how many choices? See this player P1, I can put in either box 1 or box 2 or box 3. This player P1 can go to either Mumbai Indians or Royal Challenger Bangalore or Rajasthan Royals. Yes or no? So remember, for this P1, there are 3 choices. This P1 I can put in any box. Either I can put in the box B1 or I can put in the box B2 or I can put in the box B3. So there are 3 choices for this P1. For this P2 also there are 3 choices, because remember, there is no restriction on how many players will go to each box. Maybe all the players can go to the box number B1. Okay, so remember, for this player P2 also there are 3 choices. You can put this in any box. There are 3 choices for this player also, 3 choices for this player also, and there are 3 choices for the last player also. I can put this player P5 in any box, box B1 or box B2 or box B3. Okay, is this point clear? So we want to distribute all these players. We want to distribute P1 and P2 and P3 and P4 and P5. We want to distribute all of them. So you can just apply the product rule and your answer will be what? That will be 3 power 5. This will be the answer. So this is another question, another type of question on the DODB template. This is a DODB template because the objects are different and the boxes are different. But here there is no restriction. We do not have any restriction on how many elements, how many objects we can put in each box. Okay, there is no restriction. So in this type of question, you can simply apply the product rule and you can get the answer. I hope you understood. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to distribute n distinct objects into m distinct boxes such that there is no restriction on how many objects you can put in each box? There is no restriction on number of objects in any box. So, because there is no restriction on the objects, on the boxes, there is no restriction. You can put all the objects in the same box or you can do any type of distribution. So there is no restriction here on how many objects you can put in each box. So this is a DODB template because different objects, different boxes. But because here there is no restriction, so what you can do, you can simply see how many choices every object has. These are the objects. Object 1, object 2, and so on. Object n. These are the n objects. Tell me every object has how many choices? Look at this. This object 1 has m choices. I can put this in any of these boxes. Okay, I can put this in the box B1 or I can put in the box B2 or I can put in the box BM because there are total m boxes, m distinct boxes. For this object 2 also there are m choices. And for this object also there are m choices. Every object has m choices. I can put any object in any box. There is no restriction on the number of objects in any box. Okay, so here remember we want to distribute all the objects. We want to distribute object 1, object 2, object 3, object n. So here what will be the number of ways? If you apply the product rule very easily, for every object we have m choices. So if you apply this product rule, the answer will be m into m into m into m n times. So that will be m power n. This is going to be the answer. I hope you understood. Let's solve this question. How many ways are there to put m distinct marbles, m distinct objects into b distinct buckets? There is no restriction here. Here we are not putting any restriction. In any bucket, we can put any number of marbles. Okay, so here the answer will be what? That will be b power m. Very easy, because for every object there are b choices. Whatever object you take, object 1 to object m, there are total m object. For every object there are b choices, b choices, b choices, b choices. Yes or no? So if you do this multiplication, that will be b power m. That will be the answer. Very simple. Just apply the product rule, nothing else. Okay, basically you see that every object has how many choices? Every object has total b choices here. Any object you can put any of these in any of these buckets. So we have seen there are two DODB templates, template 1 and template 2. There are two formula we have seen for the DODB, different objects, different boxes. So what is the template number 1? We have seen the template number 1. In this template, in the DODB template number 1, we have some boxes are there like box B1, box B2, box B3, and so on. Box BK are there. These are the boxes. Okay. And what we want? We want to put exactly n1 objects here, exactly n2 objects here, n3 objects here, and exactly nk objects here. Okay, this is what we want to do. But there is a condition that this total n1 plus n2 plus nk, this total should be equal to n. Means we want to distribute all the objects. Okay, here remember in this template, this is a DODB template that we have already seen. What is the direct formula? What is the number of ways? What is the number of ways in this? Total you have n objects. Okay, we have total n objects and we have total k boxes. This is what we have. So tell me, the number of ways will be that will be n factorial divided by, because remember every box, the number of objects in every box that is already given to you. In the box B1 we want to put exactly n1 objects, not more than n1, not less than n1. In the box B2 we want to put exactly n2 objects. In box BK we want to put exactly nk objects. Okay, and the total that is equal to n, means we are distributing all the objects, so the total is equal to n. Now in this situation, in this DODB template number 1, the formula, that is number of ways, will be n factorial divided by n1 factorial, n2 factorial, and so on, nk factorial. Very simple. Let's see DODB template number 2. This template number 2 we have already seen. This we apply DODB template number 2, type DODB, another type of question, that is when there is no restriction on how many objects you put in every box. So remember, when there is no restriction, on how many objects you put in every box, in any box, how many objects you put, if there is no restriction, then what will be the answer? You want to distribute n distinct objects into m distinct boxes. So here this is very simple, that every object has how many choices? Object 1, object 2, and object n. Every object has total how many choices? There are m choices. For every object there are m choices. You can put this in any box. Okay, so that's it. Finally you can just apply the product rule, and your formula, that will be m power n. Okay, m into m, total n times, so this will be m power n. Okay, now let me tell you one thing, let me ask you one thing. Will you apply this product rule, or will you directly apply this formula? When there is no restriction on how many objects you can put in every box, then in this situation, in this DODB template 2, tell me, will you remember this formula or will you apply the product rule? Don't remember this formula, apply the product rule. The reason is, if you remember this formula, then you will be confused. Should the answer should be m power n, or should the answer be n power m? There will be confusion. Do you agree with me? If you by heart this formula, if you remember this formula, then in the exam you will be confused. This was the formula or this was the formula? So there will be confusion. That is the reason I am telling you that you apply the product rule. That is the reason I told you the logic. I did not tell you the formula directly. I told you the logic. You just apply the logic and you can solve the question very easily. Okay, is this point clear? So we have seen DODB templates. We have seen the two type of questions that are possible in the DODB template, and we have seen the logic, we have seen the formula, everything. In the next lecture, we will study the next template, that is IODB template, where you have identical objects and different boxes. And this is a very important template, IODB template. We will study in the next lecture. Okay, thank you everyone.